Okay, now we can take an example of a divide by zero exception that has been caught. Now here what we have to do is so as we have to analyze what is the structure of a try-catch block. See, try is actually trying to enclose the functional part of the logic for which we need to take up the operation. For example, here we are dividing one with the other. So that particular division logic is taken up by the try. We can give it with the help of function also. So in this case, what the catch is doing is that it encloses the class name within its own body with the round brackets followed by an object. So and with the constant return method, it displays the resulting error display with the help of that object. So that is only the thing the catch on block does. And finally is an just like a formality, it has to come out with the result. Whether the answer is correct or not, finally has to execute. Now, if the try is actually, if I'm giving the number 1 to be 25 and number 2 to be 0, then this class that is actually inbuilt. So it recognizes that the number 2 is 0 and it gives the exact error and display comes up through this constant return method. Now, in case if the num1 is given as 12 and num2 is given as 5, then this catch has nothing to do. It just cannot recognize that error. It passes each of the logical part as correct, and that this divide by zero exception has nothing to do with that, and we get the display as the resulting division of the two numbers that is accurately been done. So now for this case particular, what happens is that we have to give, here we have done with the help of a constructor. Now we have defined a class called divnums, and int result is a declaration of the variable, and divnums constructor is a zero argument constructor having result 0. Now the result is actually giving the division, resulting division of the two numbers. So here the public void we are displaying with the help of a method that is two argument method. Now inside the two argument method we are enclosing the try-catch section. Now the result is actually enclosing the now division of the two part, that is the conditional logic. Now this is now this div num is been instantiated and the method name has been called, that is division, and accurately it's a two argument method, so we have to give it two values, 25 is 0, then console read line key. So in this case we can see is that the second is given as 0, second argument. So divide by zero exception finds an error and displays the message. So we can give a build option to see comparison errors. It's free of all the comparison errors now. Now we can give a start option and see whether it is catching up with the error or not. So we can share up the page. Yeah, see, accurately the division error has come up. Now we can take another option in the next example where we are actually taking the help of a number that has been fed correctly. Now we will give the number to be 2 over here. We'll give a build option to check for the compilation errors. So it's free of all the compatibility issues. Now we can give a start option and see, again we can give the share screen and see it is free of all the errors now. The compilation will not show any errors at all. See. So that means the divide by zero exception error is not been caught in this particular case.